night, the lightning seems to be doing its own choreography, and it's like you're listening to an orchestra or something. You can imagine the music that's playing as the lightning goes from cloud to cloud, and appears to go over hundreds of miles at a time. Quite a bit different from the way I perceived lightning before I flew in space, because I always thought lightning was a local phenomenon. You know, it occurred right here over Clear Lake City and over one little section of it. When you look down on it from space, it appears to go over hundreds, if not thousands of miles, and it seems like one bolt of lightning seems to excite another one somewhere else, and so it travels all over the place.
Não é só a paisagem que torna tão diferente a vida a bordo de uma cápsula espacial. Em gravidade zero, tudo é muito diferente.
Good morning, Discovery.
Mesmo em órbita, há uma rotina diária. O problema é saber como agir com gravidade zero. Vamos ouvir o que disse um astronauta numa entrevista coletiva.
We had to devise a number of exercise routines. And, of course, Marines aren't happy unless they do their push-ups every day. That wasn't too tough, so, you know, look, one arm. And if you want to, you can do foot-ups. Now, not many of you can do this right here.
Depois voltamos às janelas, mas não há nada para ver. O trecho mais longo de nossa órbita ocorre sobre a vastidão do Oceano Pacífico, encoberto por formações de nuvens que às vezes chegam a se estender por milhares de quilômetros.
This is coming down along the coast where I grew up. Those are the Channel Islands offshore of Southern California. The fairly evident line that runs parallel to the coast across the frame is the trace of the San Andreas Fault, delineating sharp blocks of mountains from vast tracts of desert. And a little bright spot just about in the center now is the lake bed at Edwards Air Force Base, where we often land space shuttles. This is one of my favorite regions of the world here. The body of water surrounded by land in the center is the Gulf of California, or Sea of Cortez. The Pacific Ocean is the blue water along the northern or upper side of the frame here. My father has been going to a place in Baja, California to go fishing once or twice a year since somewhere back when I was in high school, I think. Still likes to get down there, and I've been with him occasionally. So whenever I get a chance to get a good shot of one of his fishing areas, it's very important that I do that.
Quase 2.000 quilômetros ao norte, vemos o grande lago Salt. O lago Bear, no centro da tela, entre Utah e o sul de Idaho. À esquerda, entre desfiladeiros gelados, a cadeia de Wind River, no Wyoming. Uma pequena porção das montanhas rochosas que percorrem todo o oeste americano. Agora sobrevoamos o meio-oeste, limitado ao norte por 3 dos grandes lagos. À esquerda, a ponta do lago Huron indica o lago Erie ao centro, e o lago Ontário estende-se para o leste. À direita da tela, o sol ilumina a rede de rios do Tennessee. E à distância, as cadeias montanhosas dos Allegheny e dos Apalaches separam as terras férteis da Virgínia e as planícies costeiras da Carolina do Norte. Completamos uma viagem em volta ao mundo. É hora agora de fechar a janela, procurar o Cabo Canaveral e nos prepararmos para a reentrada.
Columbia, Houston, forecast winds remain unchanged. 240 at 16, gut 24. Those are within limits. You have a go for the burn.
6% Brian on the lowest one, so no for the first GPS.
Oh, it's getting red outside. Yeah, it's sort of happening all at once.
Pretty
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Here we come.
I don't want to leave. I honestly do not want to leave. When I see that deorbit day coming, I'm actually sorry to see it come. And my wife and I have a very close relationship, but the first time that I returned from space, I literally said to her as we were hugging each other when I had climbed off the vehicle, she said, "I'm really glad to see you." And I said, "Brenda, I wish I were back up there in orbit."
Columbia, Houston, I see you on center line, on glide slope.
Roger, copy.
I wish we could share more readily, especially with younger people, that sense of the mystery and the fun and the drama of geography and the way that it ties together everything from natural history and natural science to human history and culture and language and everything that makes life on this planet. It's a delightful subject. Everybody is delighted when they get to experience geography from orbit, and I wish we could somehow inject that into the experience of geography in the classrooms and in homes on the Earth, so we would come to appreciate each other and know more about each other.
You're looking at 250 knots, 240 knots, 230 knots, 220 knots, 210 knots, 200 knots.
I have seen a lot of evidence of potential destruction on the Earth, but basically the view that you get from outer space is that the Earth is one big happy planet on which all of humankind live, and as far as we know, it's the only place in our universe where there is life, as far as we know. And the perspective that you get from space is that it is happy, and it is one, and that there are no dividing lines between people or between nations. And that's like I mentioned a long time ago, my first flight, you go, uh-oh, I'm lost. I don't know whether I'm in this country or that country. And that's because they all look basically the same. It all looks like one big happy Earth. And then you wonder, why can't it be that way? That it really ought to be able to be that way, except for mankind's selfishness and greed and things like that. Now that's idealistic thought, that's dreaming of the utopia. But people have got to dream and think that way or we're never going to get there.